See, I know something about this because I used to reject this knowledge without understanding what it is, because that was ignorance. This 300 years British f***ed us up and then they went. But we need to get it back into the mainstream now. You and I need to get it back into the mainstream. But for that,
we all have to do it for our ancestors.
Yes. We all have to do it. Otherwise, what's the use of उन्होंने इतना जिंदगी उन्होंने इसमें डाल दी to understand what the hell this life is, and then we are depending on the Western culture, and then we are disrespecting this.
And
right.
You know, it's similar to me. I'm also an engineer and I'm here in Canada, right? So I could relate even more. Like he was here. He was successful, so to say, right? And he just stopped it. He went back. He just focused on dharma and all. So I'm like, I have this thing in my mind because I've been in I don't want to say spiritual family, maybe spiritual family, but religious family, so to say, who were into, you know, bhakti yoga. You know, I knew the concept, but I wanted to know more. Like what's behind, what's the logic? Because our minds have this, you know, reasoning. We have to get to the bottom of it. We can't just simply believe.
You will see, if you have 10 friends, 6 of them are completely not interested, or they are not on the plane of understanding, like what are these guys speaking.
Even if they intend to understand, they won't.
No,
it's just doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. It is simple, but it is not easy.
No.
This is the human being. This vibration, everything is vibrating around us. So this is our natural vibration of being. But when I say, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be under the Forbes 30 under 30 list, I want to do this, it is my journey of becoming something rather than being who am I. So then when I say I want to become something, I am adding this layer of vibration above my original layer of being. And maintaining this vibration consumes a lot of energy, and that's why we feel exhausted. So they have written Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so that is direct. Nobody can understand it directly without any context. So they wanted to create a context. So they sat down and they wrote this Mahabharata to explain each and every point. And in Mahabharata, you will not find a single situation from our samsara that is not depicted in that, and they have not given it. If you are facing any social issue with your friends, with your family, you will find that particular scene somewhere in Mahabharata. And when we say this is 5,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago they decided that we should write it down so that it will not get lost. It is going on since 10-15,000 years ago. So
at least.
Orally.
Right.
Orally, and through all these carvings of Mahabharata and Ramayana, they have done on all these temples and everything.
They talk about River Saraswati.
Yeah.
Right? It's way back.
Yeah, it's not there. Even then they are talking. It's not there now. So it's very old. We are saying 10-15,000 years, but we don't know. It might be older than that. When you enter a room, you understand the vibe of the room. Right?
Right.
Yes.
So vibe, what is vibe? Vibe is basically vibration. I like the vibe of the city. So the basic vibe of the city comes from, आज मैं वाइब्रेट कर रहा हूँ ये घर में, यहाँ पे जो जितने भी घर है वो सारे घर वाइब्रेट कर रहे हैं उसमें जितने भी इंसान हैं, and that is creating a vibe of this colony. फिर ये सारी कॉलोनीज मिला के गांव का एक वाइब है, सारे गांव मिला के वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट का एक वाइब है, सारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स मिला के वो एक इसका एक वाइब है. So it is a accumulation average out of everybody who is vibrating in that city. So Mumbai,
in other terms, we can also call it collective consciousness. Everyone's consciousness makes one consciousness. And all humans, every life on the planet also makes planet's consciousness.
Yes. Why there was a bell at the entrance of the temple? Right? Why there was a bell? Because you have come with all these negative vibrations. First you stand around the bell, ring it, and you need to exactly stand below it. And then you have to hit it hard, and you have to stop there and listen until all the naad goes away. All these mantras and everything that you see, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tasya Vitur Varenyam. So basically these are all mantras, are sounds. They have created to hack your body.
और जो पहले पहले युद्ध होते थे ना, तो उसमें मंत्र पढ़ के जो बाण मारते थे, तो उसमें बेसिकली एनर्जी दे रहे होते थे. They were giving it vibration.
They also called it, उसके अभी भी literal translation I think invocation है. इन्वोकेशन और ये और भी कल्चर्स में पाई जाती है जिसमें सिमिलर कॉन्सेप्ट है. तो इट्स नॉट जस्ट आवर कल्चर, आवर वाज द ओल्डेस्ट, मे बी वी इन्वेंटेड इट.
और एक इसमें चीज क्या है पता है क्या मुझे, व्हाट आई रियलाइज, इट इज नॉट व्हाट यू से, इट इज व्हाट यू इंटेंट.
यस.
Yeah.
So this is the sun and this is the earth and this is the moon. Okay. So the distance between the sun and the earth is 108 suns. So if you put 100 suns together, it will touch here. So this is the distance between the earth and the sun. यहाँ पे 108 सन बैठ जाएंगे. It is approximately. Okay. Then earth और moon में distance between earth and moon, you can fit 108 moons in this distance. Exactly.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. And सूरज का जो डायमीटर है, डायमीटर में 108 पृथ्वी बैठ जाएंगी.
Bro, this is crazy. This is
And this when I say कि this is science and this is also science, this is what Abhay Singh was saying. I just got it from what he was saying, and then I went deep into this. And when I went deep into this, I understood that this is not rocket science. If you start reading, you will also understand, because they have so simplified it down that anybody can get this. So I think we all need to put that effort to pick something up and try and really understand what they're trying to say.
Hello and welcome. This is Beyond Conscious. I hope you guys are well. Thanks for tuning in to another podcast. Today we have had a very special guest on our show. His name is Supreet Mangsule, an engineer, an entrepreneur who was quite a bit skeptic about religion, Indian Hindu religion or religion in general. But in the past 12 years, he have had this question about self, like who am I? Existential questions. What is it and who am I? What am I doing here? All that stuff. So basically this podcast is about that. He's talking about his journey and how he eventually got into Sanatan Dharma. And I want you guys to really understand, this guy is an engineer. He's logical about everything, right? He has done his research, made notes, and has simplified the profound knowledge. So whatever he knows right now, it's very impressive. Even though we knew quite a bit of concepts that he was explaining, but the way he was explaining, that was really amazing. So I want you guys to watch this until the end, and it's full of surprises, full of slow motion movements, you know what I mean? So yeah, I hope you have liked and subscribed the channel. If you guys want to join us for a podcast, there's a link in the description. You can fill that out, book your time, and we'll be happy to have you. All right, so let's start the podcast now. Thank you so much, first of all, for signing up. Supreet, it's very nice to have you here. I want to read what you submitted here, but I think it's better to start with your introduction first, and then we can go from there.
Yeah. Okay. So my name is Supreet, and actually I am an entrepreneur. I am the founder of Print My Tea. I am from Varnanagar, called a small town in Kolhapur, in Maharashtra. So I belong from there. So basically I got into the whole thing of, so today we are going to talk about Sanatan basically and everything around that. So I got into this because the whole question was, so I have this book which says ki, who am I and what is the purpose of my existence. So the whole quest to this was ki I wanted to find out who am I. Everybody wants to know who am I and what is the purpose of this life. So I read a lot of things, and then eventually everything comes down to Sanatan. That is what I have figured out. If you want to find who you are and what is the purpose of your existence, you will not find the answer in any other book than the Vedas.
Right.
Yeah.
Because every other book has been created from the Vedas itself. Because you will find some or the other reference in this. So I have decided to not read anything else but to only stick to the Vedas, because this is the foundation of the whole knowledge that we have in this world, in any language maybe.
I agree with you. I mean, it's very interesting that you're going directly to the origin of the script, right? Everything has come out of it. So that's very interesting.
Right. So basically Sanatan as a word itself means eternal, which is eternal. The name itself says eternal. So it is like time. It cannot be altered. It will go on forever. no matter if you and I stop talking about it or we don't give it as much importance, but Sanatan is something that is eternal and it will keep on going forever. So basically my journey started when I first saw Abhay Singh's video, and then it all ignited all the neurons in my brain and thought this is making sense now. Like I
Which
did not
video
see
did you watch? If I
the
can
first
ask?
one. The first one video that he was sitting on a pipe and then he was talking about this whole koshas and
Oh,
so
I
that
see.
actually triggered something, and then I said ki I think I should get deep in this because he is kind of my age only. I did my computer science engineering and then it somehow it related to me. I saw something in him that a part of that was in me also, because I had that curiosity, but I did not go deep into this.
Okay.
So then I said ki maybe I should find my answers here. So then I started because of ChatGPT and this AI. It was a bit easy to
okay.
research everything. So my first question was ki let me first understand ki what is the journey of a soul. Because since soul is given a very important place in Sanatan, so I asked him, according to Sanatan, tell me what is the journey of a soul. That was my first question. So what is given in the Sanatan is basically they have given it very beautifully, and it is like a video game. So what Sanatan says that the soul is caught into a continuous cycle of birth, death and rebirth.
yes.
तो जो अपना सोल है वो कंटिन्यूस एक साइकिल में अटका हुआ है ऑफ बर्थ, डेथ एंड रीबर्थ. दिस साइकिल इज कॉल्ड एज द samsara.
Right.
So the soul is caught in this samsara, and how the soul is experiencing the samsara through your physical body. So the body is just a physical way of experiencing this samsara. So this is what they are saying. The soul is eternal, indestructible and beyond time. But your body will
temporary.
die. It's temporary. But the Atman is eternal. Okay. And then as I said, the journey of the soul. So basically it's a soul that has been stuck into this loop of unlimited loop of birth, death and rebirth. And this is called samsara. But due to the Maya as in the illusion. Because of the Maya, it gets trapped into the samsara. Like the body which we are perceiving, it is not the truth. Because since we are taking in everything from our eyes and we are giving it meaning, it is not the truth. Because of our past experiences, we are giving different meanings to the life. So then it creates whole illusion. Because we don't know the ultimate truth. Then again, so it gets trapped into the samsara. So what does samsara refers? Samsara refers to the cycle of birth, death and rebirth driven by past actions. How this all thing is driven by? It is driven by your past actions, which are called as the karma. Okay, so there are three types of karmas. As per the Sanatan says, there are three types of karmas. One is the sanchitta karma. Sanchitta karma is the karma that you get. So the karma that you have accumulated throughout your lifetime. Say for example, since Atma is in the cycle of birth, death and rebirth, so the Atma in me or you has already been in the past and it has accumulated a lot of karma. It may be good, it may be bad.
So,
Right.
sorry for interrupting.
But it's,
Yes.
yeah.
A question arose in my mind.
Yeah.
How it all started, like taking first birth and then the cycle of karma started.
Right. No, it is not like that actually, because we don't know which is the right now the soul in me. I don't know how many rebirths it has taken. Again, there are conflicts there, because in Hinduism there are four types: Vaishnavism, Shaivism, Shaktism, and Smartism. So basically Vaishnavism says people who follow Vaishnavism, they worship Vishnu and his avatars, say Krishna, Rama and everything. Shaivism, they say that Shiva is the only god, and like he is the Mahadev, he is the Dev of the Devs.
True.
So some people worship only the main creator, Shiva. So that is Shaivism. Then Shaktism is Saraswati, Lakshmi, Parvati. So female version of the same thing they have done. And smartism is like
Puranas and all.
Hinduism does not say ki you need to follow this or you need to follow this. You can choose any god, any deity that you want, that you relate to, and then you can worship that.
And
There
this
is
was
no-
introduced by Adi Shankaracharya ji.
Adi
right?
Shankaracharya, yeah, correct. He was the man. In fact, Kumbh Mela was the concept of his origin.
Oh.
So he wanted the people of all these lives to come together and share their knowledge. So basically, I'll tell you what actually the Kumbh stands for. So you know
Sure.
the basic story that Devs and Asurs were pulling this and they were
Right.
creating Amrit and all.
Amrit Manthan.
So I saw this a video on YouTube. Maybe you have seen it or not, I don't know, but I'll share it again. So basically, what is Kumbh? Kumbh is like the handi, right?
Yes.
And where is the Amrit? At the bottom of this. So if you, अगर तुम उस हंडी को ऐसा उल्टा करोगे, तो this is the handi, right? So there were, so before we get into that, let me first share that there were 4 yugas. Now we are in the Kali Yuga. So basically, Satyuga was the first yuga where Dev and Asur were at different lokas. Dev used to live in the Dev lokas and Asur used to live in the Patal lokas. Right? Then Satyug, righteousness in this yuga was 100%. People were truly saying what they meant. There was no adulteration, there was no sugar coating or anything. There was nothing like that. Then came Treta Yuga. Devs and Asurs in the same loka. So in Treta Yuga, Ramayana happened. So Ram was also in the same yuga, Ravan was also in the same yuga.
Yep.
Then came Dwapar Yuga, in which Mahabharata happened. So in Mahabharata, the Devs and Asurs stayed in the same family.
Family. Yeah.
Right? So in the Treta Yuga, righteousness fell down to 75%. In the Dwapar Yuga, righteousness fell down to 50%. So Dev and Asurs were in the same family. And right now in Kali Yuga, the righteousness has fell down to 25% and Dev and Asurs both are in one person.
Yep.
Okay,
I
so-
was actually aware of this thing,
Right,
and
right.
even by going through the avatars of Lord Vishnu, the most recent one is Lord Buddha, right?
Yeah.
See, even the avatar of Kalki is debatable. Some people say they've already arrived in our minds after the this shift that has happened, but other people say no, they're gonna come. They're gonna take birth in Shambhala. There's this place in Himalayas,
Right.
but I think the most recent one that we have, Lord Buddha, he already said, okay, we have to go within.
Yes.
He denied like
Yes.
there's nothing, there's no God or
Yes,
anything. Don't
yes, yes.
do anything else. Just go
Yes.
within. So
Go
it's
within,
very
yeah.
interesting concept. Yeah.
So if you look at all this thing now, the people that wrote this whole thing down, it is if you okay. First, let me complete this. Otherwise, we'll
Sure,
shift
go ahead.
somewhere else. So basically, I will come to what Kumbh Mela was and what it represented at that time.
Okay.
As per. So what I am trying to do is I am trying to connect the whole thing, what they were doing at that time and what we do it now, and what is the connection between them.
Okay.
So Kali Yuga, basically now we know that the Devs and Asurs are all inside us. So जब वो हुआ the Kumbh Mela का everything, Dev and Asurs were pulling it, and then first they say that wish came. So Devs and Asurs were pulling and they were going to bring out Amrut. फिर वो अमृत उसमें असुरों का भी थोड़ा सा ये था कि हमको भी अमर होने का मौका मिल जाएगा, and they wanted कि without the Asurs they could not get into they could not extract the Amrut. So basically the Kumbh is, so this is the Kumbh which is inverted, and as we are in the Kali Yuga, the Devs and the Asurs are all in us. So the Devas are the positive thoughts, the Asurs are the negative thoughts. And when you are fighting with the negative and the positive thoughts, when you are thinking and when you are seeing कि positive is better or negative is better, what is the middle point? So basically when you are constantly thinking about negative and positive, there is this one thin line which comes, which is the Amrut actually, which is the best possible outcome of that. So basically, the
Okay.
whole story around this, the tug of war between the Devas and the Asuras, and then they were rolling the whole ocean. So that is basically, this ocean is inside your head. The devas are the positive thoughts, the asuras are the negative thoughts, and when unka jab manthan hoga, then amrit will come, because unless and until you address both your positive and negative thoughts, you won't come to a conclusion that is amrit, that is the wisdom. That wisdom is called as amrit. So first, when you start doing that, not amrit will come directly. First there will be poison. So
Ignorance?
Ignorance, yeah. They say that
okay.
ignorance, or as well as it is. So basically, what happens? First, the poison came. Everybody says, now who is going to drink this? We are not going to drink this. Then Mahadev came, he said, hey, give me, I'll drink it. And then he drank it. It was a poison, but he did not. He held it in his neck. The poison. The poison is basically, whenever you are starting something, people will come and say, "Arey, ye kya kar raha hai? This, don't do this," or so. That poison you have to hold it in your, because if you drink it, then you will die. If you spit it, then the other person will die, or it might hurt him. So all the negative or all the poison, you have to keep it here. You have to not say it, or all the negative things you should not also consume.
Wow.
ओ भाई
So
This reminds me of the concept of manifestation and all, positivity,
100%,
affirmations.
100%.
But it also, you said positive and negative, sur and asur, they both have to work together to get the amrit. Now
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
wisdom, and हम कहते हैं ना कि positive रहो, हमेशा सही रहो. ठीक है, it's good, but you have to be realistic. Sometimes you have to be
100%.
practical in order
Yeah.
to go through. So,
Yes,
please go ahead.
definitely.
और
So
एक
this is the
definition-
whole point. So everybody for this 4 years, whoever are coming here, they are doing this manthan throughout the years between negative and positive, and then coming they have this amrit here. So now Adi Shankaracharya said ki let's do a Kumbh Mela, let's bring all these knowledgeable people who have studied and who have gained this amrit from their manthan throughout the years, and let them share this information here. So Kumbh Mela was actually a expo of that time. So if you want to put it in this word, so that was basically an expo of that time, where Adi Shankaracharya said ki we want to spread knowledge, and they had this astronomical knowledge and everything of energies and everything. So they had to put this into a story, and the locations were selected as per that. रिगार्डिंग दैट वो अमृत लेके भागा, फिर उसमें से जो 4 बूंदे गिरी. सो सी दिस इज ऑल, दिस इज एवरीथिंग. पहले कुछ लिखा हुआ नहीं था, एवरीथिंग वाज ओरल. So they had to create these stories so that they can be remembered easily and they can be transferred to us, so that we can, because we are intellectual, we can decode. See, throughout this whole journey, I was not trying to understand what they are saying. I was trying to always understand why they are saying this.
Yeah.
What
Engineer
was their
mindset.
yeah why they were saying this. So then I searched for this. So ये हो गया. So this is the basic whole. So these are all concepts. Like there are no gods. There is God, but there are no gods. These are all characters that they have created. So if you look at it at a literature point of view, like they had so beautiful understanding of what life is, and because जिसको समझ में आता है ना, वही उसको सिंपली एक्सप्लेन कर सकता है, द मोस्ट सिंपल फॉर्म. एंड इससे सिंपल फॉर्म तो कोई नहीं कर सकता. सो आई वॉज ऑल्सो नॉट मच इनटू दिस रिलीजन एंड एवरीथिंग, बिकॉज when I was young, I was like कि I always thought कि this is something, this is mythology and everything. But this is fucking pure science, I will say.
Yeah.
My mind was blown because I was completely rejective of the whole idea when I was young. But when I started started the stage of this journey and this the question, who am I? It will bring you down to this thing only.
Wow.
Okay, so let me complete. Yeah, please.
सो व्हाट वाज योर एज कि जब ये सारा का सारा कुछ आपके माइंड में आना स्टार्ट किया कि अभी मुझे जो प्योर लॉजिक वाला रीज़न है तो वहाँ से शिफ्ट होना है इस पे?
You know, because actually, I'm an entrepreneur. I started in 2013. So 2013 it was too early. I went into e-commerce because तब तो e-commerce मतलब किसी को पता नहीं था. I started my own brand. I started selling on Snapdeal and everything. तो ना I don't know यार, but मुझे पहले से ही कुछ था कि मुझे कुछ तो करना है. I had this internal this thing. तो because of that journey, I wanted to do something. I wanted to prove myself because I don't know what image I had of myself कि who am I. बट हमको वो वेग एक ये रहता है. तो आई वेंट ऑन दिस जर्नी ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप विदाउट नोइंग एनीथिंग मच अबाउट इट. मैंने सोचा जो होगा देखा जाएगा. बट नाउ दैट आई थिंक ऑफ इट, तो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट कर्म योगा आई डिड माई कर्म फॉर 13 years विदाउट एक्सपेक्टेशन, विदाउट द मनी, बिकॉज आई जस्ट वॉन्टेड टू ट्राई कि कैन आई डू इट, इज दिस द पर्सन आई एम. देन जब मैं व्हेन आई वेंट ऑन दैट जर्नी, so basically I print t-shirts, I create designs and everything. So then throughout this journey I was doing it all myself. So then one day I was sitting, who am I exactly? Am I the entrepreneur? Am I the engineer? Am I the designer? Am I the artist who is designing this? Who exactly am I? So it was in the journey. I don't remember exactly when I got this question, but it all started from there. But then I started reading other books and all the English books that we know. Then I got a few answers there, but it was not enough. It was not enough. It couldn't answer my this thing, because this Abhay Singh also says that science can only prove it to the 6th step. They can prove it till here. But the final Sahasrara Chakra, which science cannot prove, you know the 7 chakras, right?
Yes.
हाँ हाँ.
So there are
उतना
7
डिटेल
chakras.
में नहीं तो नहीं पता है मेरे को.
हाँ,
शायद
but
आलोक को
the-
पता हो, बट हाँ.
Yeah.
क्राउन चक्र
So-
कहते हैं, राइट? द टॉप वन.
Right, crown chakra, Sahasrara Chakra.
सहस्र.
So that chakra, if you can observe, that is half inside the brain and half outside the brain, half outside our head. So basically, they are trying to say that you are connected to the pure consciousness. Okay.
और ये जो
So
क्राउन चक्र एक्चुअली डिनोट करता है जो शिव और शक्ति है, तो दोनों के मिलन को डिनोट करता है कि दोनों
Correct.
जाके एक हो जाते हैं.
करेक्ट. So that also I will give. You had this doubt कि ये शिव शक्ति क्या बोल रहा है in the last podcast. I guess you had some doubts there. कि what is this whole thing शिव शक्ति? We'll come back to that. But first let me complete this journey of a soul. We deflected from there. तो जर्नी ऑफ अ सोल में हमको पता चला कि इट इज कॉट इन द साइकिल. फिर उसके बाद व्हाट बेस वो क्या होता है कि कर्मा, योर कर्मास डू ऑल द होल थिंग कि वेयर इन द संसारा विल यू लैंड अप. तो देर आर 3 types of karma. One is the sanchitta karma, that all the accumulated karmas from your past life you will get in this life. Imagine this as a video game. See, every other religion says that you will die and you will finish. But in Sanatan, what they are saying is, they are not giving you fear, saying that this is your last life. They say that you will keep on coming. So don't worry, be happy in this life. Because you are going to get. And whatever progress you make in this life, you are going to get that points in the next life.
Yeah.
So this is a positive approach to the whole thing, right? So this is the sanchitta karma, the accumulated karma that you get from your past life. Then there is prarabdha karma. Everything is written. Destiny. Your destiny is set. So that everything that is going to happen in your lifetime is already predefined, and you already have the karma points for that. So that also adds up to your past karma. So if you have done very good things in your past lives, then it is the reason why you and I are sitting here. We have done something good, otherwise we couldn't have been privileged, we couldn't have been into that particular yonis, our soul could not have entered that particular yonis, because this is all, we don't understand it, but it is all correct. Nothing is...
It's all making sense, and universe knows what it's doing and all that.
Yes. And our ancestors knew this. That's why I don't judge them. I don't question them. Because no one else has the answer of the 5th step. They observed that this is pure consciousness. We are 3rd person. So they had this intellect you need to understand, because when I started reading this, I had this immense amount of respect for India, and because we still have that DNA in us.
Yeah.
We
True.
still have that DNA in us. So it is very important कि we need to understand this. And the reason Abhay Singh always says धर्म की स्थापना करनी है, धर्म की स्थापना करनी है. And I really believe in that, because the reason I saw your link and I did, because see, I know something about this, because I used to reject this knowledge without understanding what it is, because that was ignorance. This 300 years British fucked us up and then they went. But we need to get it back into the mainstream now. You and I need to get it back into the mainstream. But for that,
We all have to do it for our ancestors.
Yes. We all have to do it. Otherwise, what's the use of उन्होंने इतना जिंदगी उन्होंने इसमें डाल दी है to understand
सही
what the hell this life is, and then we are depending on the Western culture, and then we are disrespecting this.
True.
Disrespecting all the sacrifices they have made till now, and disrespecting all the knowledge they have gained for us. Why would they were good in their time? Why did they decided to write it down and pass it on forward? Because they wanted us to have it.
Yeah, and they knew somehow we will be able to decode it.
Yes,
At least
we will
we'll be able
yes.
to. We will have a
Yes.
quest. We won't
Yes.
settle or
Yes.
get converted, so to say. I mean, I also, that's why I appreciate all the warriors and defenders that we've had in our country who
Yeah.
made sure that our culture is preserved, our language is
Right.
preserved, and all that stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, we have to do it, and I'm happy we started this.
Yes.
It started as just a journal. Okay, I and Alok are talking, I and Gaurav are talking about something. So we thought we go deep, man. We don't
Yeah.
intend to, but naturally we
Right.
go deep. So
Right.
why not record and upload and put it out there in the world? And we thought people will connect to us and they will reach out to us. And we recently started this this experiment. Okay, let's invite people. Let's have more and more people on the channel and talk about this. So I'm really happy it's happening, and
Right.
I appreciate you joined
I'm
it, man.
really,
First of
I'm
all,
also really happy.
yeah, I'm happy you found our channel, and I want to know how you found us. Like in the recommendation, or you watching something
In the
already
recommendation.
and
In the recommendation. Basically, I was doing this. Once this Abhay Singh's video got viral, my whole thing went back into this thing. Oh, he can do it, I can do it. Because I understood
Nice.
what he was saying exactly.
yeah.
And I had all the this thing, basic knowledge. I had 12 years of karma yoga. I had the experience of the world, why people behave in such a way, why do they do that. So this, unless and until you have the worldly experience, what are you going to compare your knowledge to? How are you going to apply the knowledge? So it is very important. I knew it that I was on the karma yoga mark once I discovered this reading. I did not know I was on the karma yoga. I was just doing.
And I think similar way Abhay Singh also realized he was doing this. He didn't know the terms or the what has mentioned in the scriptures. And
Right.
it's similar to me. I'm also an engineer, and I'm here in Canada, right? So I could relate even more. Like he was here,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
successful, so to say, right? And he just stopped it. He went back. He just focused on dharma and all. So I'm like, I have this thing in my mind, because I've been in I don't want to say spiritual family, maybe spiritual family, but religious family, so to say, who were into basically bhakti yoga. So I knew the concept, but I had this quest to know
Right.
more, like what's behind, what's the logic, because our minds have this reasoning. We have to get to the bottom of it. We can't just simply believe.
Yes, but
So, yeah.
not all people have this thing going on to actually find the truth. Not, you will see, if you have 10 friends, 6 of them are completely not interested, or they
Yeah,
are not
true.
on the plane of understanding, like what are these guys speaking.
True. Even
So-
if they intend to understand, they won't.
No,
It's just
no.
doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. It is simple, but it is not easy.
No.
So that's true. So let's complete this thing, and then we can go to the. I have a lot of points to cover.
Sure.
Because then and then only it will make whole sense. Then you can go on your journey of deep exploration and going into deep. So I just want to clear my basic agenda was to clear the whole thing, so that you generate interest ki yaar, this is science, And why the hell am I reading anything else? Because they have this everything here already.
Right.
So this is what I want to generate in people. That's the reason why I'm doing this.
Awesome.
That happens, the prarabdha karma, that the karma of your destiny, which is already written, which is already fixed. And then there is kriyamana karma. So basically you have already given a lot of brownie points before you are here. Because you don't have to do anything, because you have got your prarabdha karma and the sanchitta karma that was already there. So you are given a very plus point bag when you come into this life. And then the third one is kriyamana karma, the karma being created in the present, the free will that you have. That is kriyamana karma. Kriya, you are doing some kriya. Say for example, you are walking, a dog is sleeping there quietly in his own, and you kick him. You have the free will to do that, right? So that will add up karma, negate karma, or add up karma. So good karma, bad karma. But when you do good deeds, when you do good deeds, you will get few points. But when you do bad deeds, the negation is a lot.
Okay.
So you can lose all your sanchitta karma and prarabdha karma if you act badly in this world through your free will, and that can bring you down. So so the accumulated karma decides where to put you, in which you need to put you in, so that you can be there. So if you have good karmas, then you will come into good families. So that's the reason why basically it may not be true, but it at least gives you a closure.
True.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It makes sense actually. It makes sense because the whole thing is about making sense. Even if they have written it imaginatively, I respect this imagination. At least I am getting closure. I am not sleeping away of what the fuck is this, what is happening and everything. So this is basically the journey of a soul. The cycle continues. So basically these are the karmas. So these are the types of karmas that will bring you into this. So what is the ultimate goal? I am stuck in this cycle. So the ultimate goal of the Atman is to connect with the pure consciousness, because that is what it is in the first place. It is just stuck into your body. It is just stuck into your body, and it's just trying to connect to the Atman. It is just trying to connect to the universe, which is it. जो वो खुद है.
It's
just
trying
a
to
part
experience
of it.
itself and get back to its origin.
Get back to the origin, right? So
Or
if
source.
get back to the source. But to get back to the source, that is what they are saying. To get back to the source, you need to first believe that the source and I are one. That's the whole journey. फिर वहाँ से वो शुरू हो जाता है सब कुछ.
Right.
So this
And
is
scientifically it does make sense. In the previous videos I talked about this. We are made up of 5 elements, right? Everything else is also made up of 5 elements.
Yes.
It's all energy. So I mean, it's nothing different or artificial or
No.
totally
Yeah,
out of the world. It's all the same essentially.
Correct. Yes. So the ultimate goal is to break free from the cycle and unite with the Brahman, the supreme consciousness. So that is the ultimate goal. Get free from this cycle. So once you attain moksha, that is once your consciousness is connected with the whole supreme pure consciousness, you will not come back into this samsara. Your soul is free forever. You don't have to come, because you will become the consciousness. And then your soul will not come back, because the soul will reach Swargaloka, and from Swargaloka it comes back again into the yoni. But once you reach attainment, you attain liberation, you do not exist in any of the lokas. You directly become the Brahman itself. You become the supreme consciousness. So this, they have explained it very easily in the Vedas, that there is this example of a raindrop getting into the ocean. Imagine that you are the raindrop and you are falling from this infinite hole. There is no bottom, say for example. There is no bottom and you are falling. So you have this identity of this raindrop. I am the raindrop, I am water, I am whatever. You have this identity. But what they are saying is ki, like for example, I am Supreet, you are Chaitanya, you are Alok. So this is our identity. We are all raindrops currently, and the ocean is the supreme consciousness. So when that raindrop will get into the ocean, the point it will get into the ocean, will it say that I am a raindrop?
No.
Once it gets into the ocean, when it touches, it becomes the ocean itself.
Its temporary identity is no more.
Right. Its temporary identity is no more. It becomes the ocean itself. So whatever knowledge the ocean has, it will automatically have.
Wow.
Because it is that.
एंड ड्यूरिंग दिस कंप्लीट जर्नी जो हमारी सोल है हमारी बॉडी को एज ए वेसल यूज कर रही है अपलिफ्ट
Correct. It is a vessel that is being used. So basically there is one more concept. It is a very deep concept. I am not able to understand it. They called it who am I? Basically they have this word called, I just want to give out the word so that you guys can research on that. So they say in the mantras also they have this. They say that there is you are not the waking body, you are not the dreaming body, you are not the sleeping body. You are the fourth, the Turiya. Turiya. That is what you are. That is what you are. What they are saying is. But saying, okay, I am Turiya. But unless and until the drop is connected to the ocean, you won't understand what Turiya is.
Wow.
For you to understand that, you have to first understand that you are one. And duality comes because of ego.
True.
Because we are always in the process of becoming and not being. Whenever you are Abhay Singh in his book there is one chapter where he says ki we as human beings are always trying to become something instead of being what we are. So what happens when we are this is the human being. This vibration, everything is vibrating around us. So this is our natural vibration of being. But when I say I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be under the Forbes 30 under 30 list, I want to do this, I want to do this, it is my journey of becoming something rather than being who am I. So then when I say I want to become something, I am adding this layer of vibration above my original layer of being. And maintaining this vibration consumes a lot of energy, and that's why we feel exhausted.
दैट्स व्हाई वी आल्सो फील स्ट्रेस जो हम एक्चुअल में है वो समझने के बजाय जो हम नहीं है उसके लिए फाइट कर रहे हैं.
राइट, उसके लिए हम लोग फाइट कर रहे हैं.
और माइंड में एक ईगो या उसको वो कह लो इल्यूजन है कि अगर हमें वो मिल जाएगा देन वी विल फील समथिंग डिफरेंट, हमारा बीइंग बेटर हो जाएगा, राइट, एक्सपीरियंस बेटर हो जाएगा.
राइट, बट वो अगेन उसमें क्या है, ऑल्सो वन मोर कंसिस्टेंट थीम इज दैट बी हियर नाउ, बी प्रेजेंट नाउ. तो उसमें जाते हैं. सो व्हाट इज नाउ, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज नाउ, बिकॉज जस्ट वंस आई से नाउ इट्स नॉट नाउ. That has gone back.
Yeah.
Right? So that is not now. Because now is going continuously as we speak. So basically, so this is actually all connected together. This whole thing, everything is connected together. It all comes down to being one with the God. So now, just
Chaitanya has recorded a video on this present of moment. Like N+1 concept.
Okay.
I'll in that video, I'm
that.
just trying to, give an expression to it. Like present moment is N, and the next moment is N+1.
Right.
So nothing additional. It's just a realization. Okay, we have to control our present. That's it.
Right. So let's keep it aside. Let's first go back. First I did this. What is the journey of the soul? So now we know what exactly is the base. See, we are trapped into this. And the soul is trapped into us, and the main goal is to attain moksha. So how do we attain moksha?
Right.
Now that is the question, right? So before we get into that, first let me know what I did was I knew that there are these lot of these. This is kind of a tree diagram of the gods. I wanted to get a mental clarity कि ये भगवान या जो भी इन्होंने लिखा हुआ है वो कैसे है, कौन किसका अवतार है, and what is who of who. So basically what they are saying is कि the first thing is the Brahman, the supreme reality. And who created the supreme reality? Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. Right? Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the preserver, and Shiva is the destroyer. Okay? Then they have these consorts with them. Brahma has Saraswati, Vishnu has Lakshmi, and Shiva has Parvati. Then Parvati has two avatars. One is Durga and one is Kali. Okay? Durga Mata is also worshipped as Santoshi Mata in the north. Then Shiva, then Vishnu's, there are 10 Dash avatars of Vishnu. So, but if you also see it in deep way, these Dash avatars are basically the evolution of human. The Darwin's theory of evolution is related to this only.
Right.
So we had
It
this.
makes sense.
Yeah, we had this way back because his first avatar was Matsya avatar, then Kurma avatar, Varana avatar, Narsimha
From sea
avatar.
life to mammal life.
Sea life to mammal life. So this depicts exactly this thing, all this thing.
It satisfied that the theory of evolution.
Evolution, yeah. So they knew it. They had this different way, instead of going into science and dissecting everything, and they had this easier way of explaining things to people.
Right.
Because a person with no science background can also understand this.
Yeah.
So these are the 10 avatars. Then, when they were writing the Vedas, they had to create new gods, deities, because they needed to explain every devta is they created this character to explain a concept.
Oh, interesting.
You can always look it at that point of view. Again, every god has this framework of living. So if you are dumb enough, you can just take one framework and stick to that and live by that rules. You will be a good person in the society. You will do good karmas, and automatically you will have a good position in the next life. So this is what the whole thing is. When you look at a scientific point of view and from a writing point of view. Mahabharata and Ramayana. So Mahabharata and Ramayana, so let's look at what Mahabharata is. Mahabharata is basically what Bhagavad Gita, basically Krishna teaches Bhagavad Gita through Mahabharata. So they have written Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so that is direct. Nobody can understand it directly without any context. So they wanted to create a context. So they sat down and they wrote this fucking Mahabharata to explain each and every point. And in Mahabharata, you will not find a single situation from our samsara that is not depicted in that, and they have not given it. If you are facing any social issue with your friends, with your family, you will find that particular scene somewhere in Mahabharata. कि ओके ये मैं हूँ, ये मेरी बहन है, ये मेरे डैड है, ये मेरे पिता है, ये मेरे चाचा है, and this is the same scenario that I am facing here. So and it not only gives you your perspective, it gives you everyone's perspective, because when you see Mahabharata as a neutral point of view, everybody is right in their own way. What else they could have done? Everybody is right in their own way, but when we are living life, we don't see this different ways. We just see our point of view. This is what I am feeling. How is he saying that like that?
Yeah.
But in Mahabharata, it gives us a point to see what the other person is saying, and everybody is right in their own point.
And also, what is dharma? What's the right thing to do?
Right thing to do. They are always very clear about dharma, because they don't sugarcoat things. They just speak the truth. फिर उसके बाद युद्ध भी क्यों ना हो जाए, but I am going to speak the truth. Because that is the most important thing. In today's world, we are creating this unnecessary layers of sugarcoating. I'll just say, I did not like your video. I'll say, I do not agree to your point. I will just say that. Now, what is going to happen?
Yeah.
If I speak my truth, if that is my truth, you can say your truth. Everybody has their own truth. Right. So this whole Mahabharata and this thing is also a beautiful, I would say, I don't know how they wrote it. I don't know how they could imagine all these many characters and everything. It was amazing. When I realized this, as I said, I wanted to know why they are doing this. So this is all everything. So that's what gave the answers to me. So basically,
Right.
they
It
created,
also makes us understand. It also, all these things, whatever they did, it has a lot of depth and complexities, and they made sure कि हमें simple से simple बंदे को भी एक समझ आए. इवन उसको डीप नहीं जाना है, वो अपने काम से मतलब रखता है, बट दे मेड श्योर कि वो फॉलो करे अपने धर्म के लिए. तो दैट वाज गुड. नाउ इट आल्सो प्रूव्स कि उस टाइम जो इंडिया था, हम सिर्फ बेसिक चीज़ों में नहीं फंसे हुए थे कि हाँ फार्मिंग करनी है, हमारा लाइवलीहुड या अपने ना उसके लिए ही रखना है, बेसिक चीज़ें ही करनी है. वी वर एडवांस्ड, वी वर, क्योंकि तभी टाइम था हमारे पास, तभी हम इन चीज़ों में गए.
And we were advanced than the whole world, because
Right.
अभी भी ना तक्षशिला and Nalanda were the best universities, like Harvard और Oxford को वो ऐसा ये कर देंगे. So, and people from all around the world used to come there. We were contributing 35% to the global GDP during that time, 5,000, 10,000 years ago. And when we say कि this is 5,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago they decided that we should write it down so that it will not get lost. It
Right.
is going on since 10-15,000 years ago. So
At least.
Orally.
Right.
Orally, and through all these carvings of Mahabharata and Ramayana, they have done on all these temples and everything.
They talk about River Saraswati,
Yeah.
right? It's way back.
Yeah, it's not there. Even then they are talking. It's not there now.
Yeah.
But they were talking about it. So it's very old. We are saying 10,000 years, but we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We are saying 10-15,000 years, but we don't know. It might be older than that, because Sanskrit and Sanskrit language is the oldest language that is in existence. And the
Right.
good thing, and Sanskrit is all about sounds. You need to understand this. It is all about sounds, because I have one more this thing. I'll complete the whole loop.
Sure.
So, before I went into Sanatan, but now it makes whole sense. Yeah, I was searching. I found this experiment by some Chinese or Japanese scientist. So what he did was the water memory experiment. Do you know this?
I think I've seen it.
Yes.
The crystallization
Yeah,
of
exactly. So I will tell you now how this connects to the Sanatan.
Okay.
So you saw that experiment. So now you know. Basically, he took drop of water. He gave it sound energy. What is sound? Sound is frequency, vibrations, right? And because of that vibrations, the sound stored the memory of the vibration, and then it froze into beautiful patterns when it was given pleasant music, and it was very harsh where it was maybe say उसको गाली दी होंगी या जो भी उसको बोला होगा या negative.
I think they played Hitler's speech at that time. Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, वो तो हिटलर्स का स्पीच उन्होंने किया. So then that changed into this. Now see, our body is around 80% water.
Right.
It's 70%, I think.
70%, yeah. Okay.
Still
Yeah,
significant amount.
Significant amount of water, right? And our body vibrates at X frequency. It is continuously vibrating. Everything around us is vibrating, right? And you are vibrating. So if somebody is negatively vibrating, and if we get into that this thing, so when you enter a room, you understand the vibe of the room, right?
Right.
Yes.
So vibe, what is vibe? Vibe is basically vibration. I like the vibe of the city. So the basic vibe of the city comes from, आज मैं वाइब्रेट कर रहा हूँ ये घर में, यहाँ पे जो जितने भी घर है वो सारे घर वाइब्रेट कर रहे हैं उसमें जितने भी इंसान हैं, एंड दैट इज क्रिएटिंग अ वाइब ऑफ दिस कॉलोनी. फिर ये सारी कॉलोनीज मिला के गांव का एक वाइब है, सारे गांव मिला के वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट का एक वाइब है, सारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स मिला के वो एक इसका एक वाइब है. तो इट इज accumulation average out of everybody who is vibrating in that city. So Mumbai,
Right. In other terms, we can also call it collective consciousness.
Collective consciousness,
Everyone's consciousness makes one consciousness.
One
And
consciousness,
all humans, every life on the planet also makes planet's consciousness.
Yes.
That's what I've understood.
Yeah, that is correct. You have understood it correctly. So basically, So it is all vibrating within us. So these guys were very intelligent. When I say these guys, our ancestors, they were very intelligent. So they found out this कि it is vibrating. And my question is कि I got the answer through this experiment, that why there was a bell at the entrance of the temple.
Yeah.
Right? Why there was a bell? Because you have come with all these negative vibrations, and first you stand around the bell and ring it, and you need to exactly stand below it, and then you have to hit it hard, and you have to stop there unless and until all the naad goes away. Tung! Unless and until there is complete silence, you need not move from down the bell, because they want to restructure the vibration before you do this. It was basically scientific, and all the dooms and everything, they were structured. Now what they don't know, I don't know, in the new temples, but the old temples were very scientific. They had this whole tome so that the ring, it will go up and the vibrations will be concentrated down to your body, and once you ring the bell, you are completely reset now. All your water molecules have changed their form, and they are at a pleasant form. So that's the reason why you feel prasanna when you are at the temple. Because even if you are not doing it, everybody has changed their form of vibration because of the bell. And that's the reason why there was bell and this sound, because all these mantras and everything that you see, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tasya Vitur Varenyam. So basically these are all mantras, are sounds. They have created to hack your body.
Right.
और जो पहले मतलब पहले युद्ध होते थे ना, तो उसमें मंत्र पढ़ के जो बाण मारते थे, तो उसमें बेसिकली एनर्जी दे रहे होते थे. They were giving it vibration.
They also called it, उसके अभी भी literal translation I think invocation है. Invocation और ये और भी cultures में पाई जाती है जिसमें similar concept है. तो it's not just our culture. Ours was the oldest. Maybe we invented it or we found it first. But yeah.
और एक इसमें चीज क्या है पता है क्या मुझे? What I realized, it is not what you say, it is what you intend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. अगर
That's very important.
इंटेंशन से मैं अगर कुछ चाह रहा हूँ, नहीं मैंने बोला मुझे 1 लाख रुपए चाहिए या 10 लाख रुपए या 1 करोड़ रुपए चाहिए, ये चाहिए से नहीं होता. I need to have that fire intent inside me that I need fucking 1 crore rupees.
How badly you want it.
How badly
right?
you want it. Yeah. So now it all makes sense. अगर किसी चीज को तुम पूरी कायनात से शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात तुमको उसमें मिलाने वाले, you don't have that शिद्दत. That's why the कायनात is not making effort, because your intentions are not showing that efforts.
Right. Because जो चीज़ आप चाह रहे हो ना, वो एक अलग फ्रीक्वेंसी, एक अलग वाइब्रेशन में वाइब्रेट कर रही है, और आपको वो मिलने के लिए आपको सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी में वाइब्रेट होना पड़ेगा. Then you can like harmonize it.
Now I want to get to another point. See, so basically ये हो गया. First we went on to the journey of the soul. फिर वो उसमें अटका हुआ है. It needs मोक्ष. Now how do we get मोक्ष? So मोक्ष प्राप्त करना तो आत्मा का एम है. But we are caught in the body. So then what are the goals of this human body as per the Sanatan? So they have given 4 goals: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So these are the 4 goals of the human body. जिसमें से जो 4th one, moksha, is more internal rather than related to the body. But dharma, artha and kama. So let's understand what exactly dharma means. So dharma is not about doing this all puja part and everything. Every fucking person in this India who is doing puja part has misunderstood this whole thing. That is what I am getting, because my mom was doing this throughout there. I was observing her when I was not, when I was rejecting the whole thought of this Sanatan. But now I observe her. She is just reading it. She is doing the arati, but she has not got the whole point. It is working for her in some point of way, because she is uttering that words and that is creating that vibration inside of her, and then it is doing it. But once you understand exactly what they are trying to say, and then you implement it, then it will be like magic.
Right.
उसमें गीता में श्री कृष्ण ने बोला था कि कलयुग में ऐसा टाइम आएगा कि इफ यू आर सिंपली चैंटिंग माय नेम देन यू विल गेट मोक्ष.
किसने? कृष्णा ने बोला था.
कृष्णा ने.
ये चीज़ ना मैं रिलेट कर सकता हूँ अपनी फैमिली से, या और जो उनके कम्युनिटी में है वो ना बेसिकली इस्कॉन फॉलो करते हैं. आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, आई डोंट रिलेट टू अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट दे डू, बट आई सी पीपल हु फॉलो दैट होल हार्टेडली. दे डोंट गो इनटू रीजनिंग कि लॉजिक क्या है भाई.
दे आर इनटू भक्ति मार्ग. सो बेसिकली उन्होंने ये भी दिया है, देयर आर 4 ways टू अटेन मोक्ष. One is ज्ञान मार्ग, सेकंड इज भक्ति मार्ग, थर्ड इज कर्म मार्ग, एंड फोर्थ इज राज मार्ग.
Right.
So Gyan Marga is like the path of knowledge. Realizing the self is divine. Once you start acquiring knowledge continuously, and there will be a point where this whole jigsaw puzzle will be joined, and then you will have that wisdom of what it will all make sense. So Adi Shankaracharya attained moksha through this path, Jnana Yoga.
Okay.
Then Bhakti Yoga is you surrender the God. Surrender to God that I believe you are there, you and I are one, and you will take care of me. I truly believe this.
Like Mirabai.
I trust you, not believe also. I trust. I trust you completely, and then the universe takes care because your intention of trust is automatically connected with the intention with the universe, and
Right.
then it automatically works. In Jnana Yoga, you take all this knowledge and then you try to implement it in the world. So, and in
Right.
Karma Yoga, you do this path
Keep
of
on
selfless, keep on working, and then one day you need to have this inquiring mind. But unless and until you have this questioning and inquiring, curious mind, then it won't come. Because फिर कितने लोगों ने काम करके फिर वो चले भी गए. But also in Karma Yoga, it says doing good deeds without expectation. कर्म
Yeah, that's
करो,
the main
फल-
thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Don't expect कि मैं ये कर रहा हूँ या ये कर रहा हूँ तो I should get output for this. No. Don't expect anything. मैं करूँगा. I will keep on doing what I want to do. फिर then you decide कि what reward you want to give me, or if you don't want to give. I am okay with both, but I will keep on doing what I want to do.
Right.
So that's the Karma Yoga, and the fourth one is Raj Yoga, which he did. Abhay Singh did. Raj Yoga is basically path of meditation and discipline. I will give away. So for this we need to understand Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So let's get back to
Okay.
that again.
Sure.
So first is Dharma. It isn't about religious duties. It is, what is your Dharma? It is your Dharma to be morally responsible and ethical. You should be living ethically in the society. You need to follow a specific set of rules. Ki Chaitanya has this Dharma. I cannot cross this step. It does not go with my Dharma. So this is not something. ये जो rules है ये कोई government के rules नहीं है या किसी के. These are your personal rules that you set for yourself. That are related to the moral responsibilities and ethical living. इसमें देव धर्म भी आता है, इसमें पाठ पूजा भी आती है. It is a part of dharma. So dharma is
Gotcha.
living righteously and responsibly, morally responsibly and ethically in this samsara. So then you are living according to your dharma. कि मुझे पता है, say for example, Chaitanya, now I don't know you, but say for example, I know you from say 10-20 years. और अगर कोई मुझे आके मिलता है और बोलता है अरे चैतन्य ने भी उसने किसी का खून कर दिया. But if I know you from your dharma level, I know कि this cannot be true. I know कि Chaitanya won't cross his dharma. It is impossible. So this dharma, this moral responsibility that we have towards the people and the society, you need to do. This is all what comes down to dharma. What is right and wrong for you? That comes down to dharma. So this is the main thing. Then second is artha. Artha, we all have misunderstood it. We have Artha Shastra say we have put money to this thing. Or even ChatGPT gave me this answer that artha is money. But I knew it already. It is not money. What is artha? Artha is meaning. What meaning you are giving to this life? Because life in itself does not have any meaning. Right?
Wow. Nihilism.
Dharma, artha. What meaning you are giving to your life? See, now we are talking this. We have given, what meaning we are given that we want to spread Sanatan. This is the meaning that we have given to this. Now, a lot of people will watch this, but is our intention to make money out of this? No. Right? But if a lot of people watch this, share this, and if suppose this video gets say 1 million views, then you will be automatically rewarded with the money. Isn't it? That is the actual way how you earn money.
supposed to do. Yeah.
तो जो भी सिंगर्स थे, फॉर एग्जांपल जो सिंगर थे, वो थोड़ी ना पुराने जमाने में दे हैड दिस कला, राइट, दे हैड दिस आर्ट ऑफ सिंगिंग. So
Right.
they used to go and they used to sing with all their heart to their king. They had to perform, and then the king used to say, "I am impressed by your this thing, by your kala, by your craft. Here, take this money."
Yeah.
Because these temples and everything, if you have been to Hampi or if you have been to this Kailasa temple, that they have carved whole temple into fucking this thing. It is the largest monolithic structure. 2 lakh tons of stone was removed from that, and they don't fucking know where that stone went.
Exactly.
It does not have any traces. Then you see the detailing of the whole thing. Craftsmanship was there in us from. So वो that earth we need to find, because अगर एक वो temple बनने के लिए 200-300 साल लगे, so that king gave this man's life earth, his generations earth, कि we have to build this. तो अगर 300 साल में एक चीज कंप्लीट हो रही है and it looks throughout same, कि 3 जनरेशन उस पे ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं, and then the design philosophy and the flow of it and the everything is same, then this guy who decided to do this, he gave earth to this man's life, na, because he was good at this craftsmanship.
Right.
And then for 300 years all his family was doing only one thing. और फिर वो उन्होंने बनाया भी उतनी शिद्दत से, ऐसा नहीं कि उन्होंने ऐसे कर दिया. So this is the earth, this is the meaning of life. You need to give life, your life meaning, your meaning. And then if people want that meaning from you, they will give you money for that, because money was just a byproduct.
I was
Right.
about to say this. It's
Yes.
always a
It's
byproduct.
always a byproduct. But these people have told it very beautifully, कि तुमको जो skills है, skills मतलब सिद्धियाँ, जो तुम्हें सिद्धियाँ प्राप्त होंगी, these सिद्धियाँ will help you get money automatically.
एंड बेसिकली जो भी सिद्धि होती है, मतलब यहाँ पे जैसे आप स्किल्स की बात कर रहे हैं, तो एवरी स्किल्स हैज़ बीन बेनिफिटेड यू फ्रॉम लाइक, जैसे मैं एग्जांपल देता हूँ. जैसे ना सिंगर होते हैं, तो सिंगर बेसिकली ये अपने जो थ्रोट चक्र होता है, थ्रोट चक्र से गा रहे होते हैं. तो ये थ्रोट चक्र को कौन डिनोट करता है? माँ सरस्वती डिनोट करती हैं. और माँ सरस्वती की जब ब्लेसिंग होती है तभी आप प्रॉपर गा पाते हो. अगर आपका मोटिव चेंज हो जाता है, अगर आप अपनी इस कला से, अगर आपको पैसे कमाने का मेंटेलिटी हो जाती है, तो उस केस में जो आपकी अल्टीमेटली जो डेथ होती है ना, डेथ आपकी सही कंडीशन में नहीं होती.
Death छोड़ दो, you won't be able to. वो तो ठीक है. See, when you are doing anything against your dharma, then you will not go to moksha only. Your path to moksha is cancelled there and there itself.
या
So basically you are trapped. You won't be able to go there. So let's complete this. So the अर्थ समझ गए हम लोग. The earth isn't just about greed or money or material wealth. It's more about the pursuit of meaningful goals. मतलब पैसा तुमको इतना चाहिए कि earth is attaining resources necessary for a stable life. What is necessary? Sadhguru says this very beautifully कि have you ever seen a monkey gathering bananas? Have you ever seen a monkey or any animal who is gathering the fruits कि भाई ये कल खत्म हो जाए? No. They are not gathering. उनको जितना चाहिए, 2 चाहिए मुझे, मैं 2 खाऊंगा, 3 खाऊंगा, 4 खाऊंगा उधर ही. Now I am full. भाई ये रहने दो. But no, humans are not like that. So that is the layer on top of the layer that I was saying. Because we want to become something instead of being what we are. So this struggle of becoming becomes the whole obstruction in between.
Right.
और जो मेन रीज़न इसका है कि हम ये इकट्ठे करने में क्यों रहते हैं, क्योंकि वी आर बेसिकली लिविंग ऑन, लाइक मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल इन प्लैनेट आर लिविंग ऑन मूलाधार चक्र.
Yeah.
मूलाधार चक्र इज डिनोटिंग बेसिकली अ फिजिकल फॉर्म. कि जो हम सर्वाइवल और रिप्रोडक्शन वाला जो भी पार्ट होता है ना हमारा,
Yes.
तो
Yes.
क्योंकि ह्यूमन की जो इंस्टिंक्ट होती है सर्वाइवल और रिप्रोडक्शन की होती है,
Right.
तो फर्स्ट थिंग विच कम्स इन हिज और हर माइंड
वो
सर्वाइवल.
तो एनिमलिस्टिक इंस्टिंक्ट है ना वो,
yes.
जिस हमें
And-
पीछे एवोल्यूशन में भेजता है, काइंड ऑफ
Yes,
कह
yes,
सकते
kind
हैं.
of. And उसमें ना to activate that chakra, basically, so there are 7 chakras. They have done this whole. उन्होंने, so basically, if you want to take a modern understanding on the chakras, ना, so basically जो Maslow's law of hierarchy है, that is a total basically rip off of these chakras. उसने मैस्लोज लॉ ऑफ हायरार्की ने ये चक्रास को ही अंडरस्टैंड करके उसमें से ही उसने वो उसका खुद का पिरामिड बनाया.
ओके.
देयर इज नथिंग डिफरेंट. बट उसमें वो जो सहस्रार चक्र है, he did not mention that because वो उसको भी समझ में नहीं आया होगा कि ये क्या बोल रहे हैं.
अगर
Right.
समझ में आता तो वो शायद लिखता ही नहीं, बुक ही
लिखता ही नहीं.
कॉन्सेप्ट
Right.
डिराइव कर.
वो
Concept
चले
में-
जाता उस साइड है ना क्वेस्ट में.
हाँ, वही है. सो इसके बाद आता है कामा. What is kama? Kama, because of Kama Sutra, it has always been denoted as a sexual or sensual thing. But kama does not only means that. Kama also means emotional and sensual pleasures like love. Sex is a part of it, but art, music, and physical enjoyment, जो भी हम लोग आज के दिन में करते हैं, going out, and you need money for that, right? To go out and have fun. So this is the kama. You need to have artha so that you can make money. Because you need money to fulfill all the social responsibilities. Because that is the mode of transaction. So you need money. You need to you need to give some artha to your life so that you can get that money. But you need not be greedy behind that.
That shouldn't be your sole purpose.
Yes. Now there is a catch. Now we understood dharma. Now we understood artha. Now we understood kama. Now fourth one is moksha. Unless and until you balance dharma, artha and kama, you won't be able to get moksha. Now what do I mean by that? Let me show you this diagram. So,
These are all your notes. You have
these
basically.
are all my
That's
notes.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
So I think this mirror हो गया है वो. So basically this is the dharma. The bigger circle is the dharma. Then these two circles are your artha and your kama. Your artha should not go beyond your dharma. Your artha and kama should always be inside your dharma. You should never leave your dharma for artha and kama. मतलब तू फॉर पैसे कमाने के लिए अगर मैं किसी को चूता बना रहा हूँ या उसको कुछ I am manipulating him and I am taking him, trying to abstract money from him, then you are leaving your dharma. You are doing it against your dharma. Then again you will not attain moksha.
Wow.
Screwed up.
And most of the people
Or-
are living that way.
Kama also. Yeah, most of them are living that way. तो when Abhay Singh says धर्म की स्थापना करनी है, this dharma is what he is saying about. Because अगर सब लोग everybody starts acting according to their dharma, it can be an amazing place to live, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah? So, but first people need to understand. See, once we understand this whole thing, then people won't be able to create, politicians won't be able to use this whole thing to create conflict. Now they are creating conflict because we fucking don't know what exactly dharma is.
Yeah.
We want to protect the dharma, but nobody can protect the dharma. It is your dharma. If you are protecting your dharma individually, you are following your moral responsibilities and social responsibilities, you are talking about injustice, you are taking your stance according to the dharma, then you don't need anybody and nobody needs to protect the dharma. Dharma will protect itself. So this is the whole thing. So unless and until, so if you so basically what I was saying कि हाँ, so overindulgence in artha and kama without dharma leads to attachment and hinders moksha. अगर तुमने धर्म छोड़ दिया और if you go back on greed, then you will be attached to your property, your money and everything. You will be attached because you don't have dharma, and you will always have that insecurity कि यार ये चला जाएगा या ये हो जाएगा कुछ तो. And again, if you artha and kama without dharma leads to greed and suffering. तो धर्म छोड़ दिया सिर्फ अर्थ और काम गया तो you will be greedy and you will be suffering throughout your life because all you will be thinking is how do I not lose this.
Right. True.
Then उसके बाद if you dharma alone without artha, if you say I will stick to dharma but I will not do artha or kama, then this leads to struggle and poverty.
Yeah.
सिर्फ
You
तुम
may
धर्म
not be
से
able to
चलोगे.
achieve.
Yes.
या ज्यादा आप ग्रोथ ना देख पाओ लाइफ में.
See,
आप
when you
अपने
are-
तक ही रहो, है ना?
Right. तो if dharma alone, अगर मैं अर्थ और काम, see all these three needs to be in balance to attain moksha. थोड़ा भी ऊपर नीचे हो गया ना तो then you won't be able to.
Wow.
Means a
Right.
normal human being which is living inside samsara, so
Yes.
he can also attain moksha.
Yes. So basically,
following this process.
the reason I started with the journey of the soul is then there is something we can go deep into this, na? कि okay, the journey of soul is to attain moksha. ठीक है. How can I attain moksha? You need to start somewhere.
Yep.
Then you can go deep inside this. So I did the same thing. I went, what is this thing? Okay. So next question. Okay, moksha. Okay, next question. You will find a word somewhere, a new word in that.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
need to follow that and go deep. You will then at some point everything will start making sense. Oh, this is connected to that. Oh, this is connected to that. Oh, this is what they are trying to say.
Wow.
So it all makes sense then. And seeking moksha too soon may cause neglect to the worldly duties. अगर मैं आज यहाँ बैठ के आए वैसे कि यार मेरे को मोक्ष प्राप्त करना है. I am 34 years now. But now it is not possible. Then I am neglecting the worldly duties, my worldly duties. Right? So then that will also not give you moksha.
Wow.
And overindulgent in kama also breeds disconnect. So if you are very much into sexual pleasures and तुमको सिर्फ फन ही करना है, then you will get discontent with life. Because you don't have dharma, you don't have artha, all you are doing is having fun. तो थोड़ी देर तक चलेगा, but at some point you will feel discontent with this life. कुछ मजा ही नहीं आएगा तुमको. इतना मजा तुम करोगे कि तुमको कुछ मजा ही नहीं आएगा.
हाँ, ये चीज़ वो मैं किसी को समझा रहा था अभी ड्रग्स के बारे में, एडिक्शन के बारे में, कि जब आपको वो एक्सपीरियंस मिल जाता है, वो एक मज़ा मिल जाता है, देन यू क्रेव फॉर इट. और जब रेगुलर लाइफ में उस पॉइंट तक नहीं पहुंच पाते, देन यू फील डिसकंटेंटमेंट. वो सेटिस्फेक्शन आती नहीं फिर जो नॉर्मल भी होनी चाहिए. तो दैट्स अ प्रॉब्लम. वो एडिक्शन वाली प्रॉब्लम भी है इसमें. तो इट ऑल मेक सेंस मैन.
Yeah. So this now you are understanding, right? When you have this clarity of what they are trying to say, is this not making sense? Is this difficult to understand?
Yes.
It is not, right? मैं तो खुद की दिमाग में ही कुछ बना के बैठा हूँ कि यार इसको पढ़ने के लिए मुझे कुछ ये सब नॉनवेज छोड़ना पड़ता है या ये सब करना पड़ता है. नॉनवेज तो छोड़ना, इट इज गुड. दे आर सेइंग कि व्हेन इसमें वो 5 कोश दिया हुआ है जो अभय सिंह बताता है कि आत्मा के अराउंड देयर आर 5 लेयर्स.
Yes.
इनसाइड देयर इज आत्मा. उसके बाहर देयर इज आनंदमय कोश. उसके बाहर देयर इज विज्ञानमय कोश. उसके बाहर देयर इज प्राणमय कोश. मनोमय कोश. उसके बाहर देयर इज प्राणमय कोश. एंड उसके बाहर देयर इज अन्नमय कोश. So these are all the sheaths जिसके अंदर body है. So the one that is visible is the annamaya kosh. So this body, this physical body. What is the meaning of this annamaya kosh? It is the physical body that I can see, my bones, muscles, skin, everything. And what is the substance that is required to keep this going? Food and water. You need to consume food and water to keep this body with the energy. देन जैसे कि कार में फ्यूल लगता है उसको चलाने के लिए, वैसे ही बॉडी को इमेजिन दिस बॉडी एज अ कार. इमेजिन दिस बॉडी एज अ कार एंड देन वी विल गो डीप इनटू दिस 5 कोशस. नाउ आई टेल यू. तो इसके लिए सो इट इज द it's 10 o'clock. Do you want to
I see the problem is, sorry, I wasn't expecting this. And now I'm not sure if it's going to be the same session because I scheduled different sessions for different people.
Right.
It's possible someone might pop up here in our conversation. I don't want that. I hope it doesn't happen because the way Riverside works, I hope it's not like that. But I really want to, complete this thing. Maybe, do you have any idea how long it's going to take? Because I am interested in it. Maybe we can. I know, man. I know that's the thing. So maybe we can join some other day and then talk about, explain this 5 koshas, right?
5 koshas, yeah. Okay, let's keep it aside.
Yeah.
So then, for now, but these are the 5 koshas basically. Annamaya kosh. I'll go from outside to inside.
Sure.
Annamaya kosh, pranamaya kosh, manomaya kosh, vijnanmaya kosh, and anandamaya kosh. I'll give you basic this thing. So annamaya kosh is the physical body. Pranamaya kosh is the energy body. Okay. then Manomay Kosh is the mind.
Okay.
Vijnanmay Kosh is the wisdom. And
Okay.
and Anandamay Kosh is the bliss. That is your pure consciousness. Anandamay Kosh. So we can go into this in detail, because once we go into this, then Pranamay Kosh, then breathing, then comes all this
Yeah.
science behind breathing, and it's a whole other thing. We can do it
Right.
just some other time. Whenever you are
Okay.
you have time, we can do this.
Yeah, we'll plan it out. We'll connect on Instagram.
Before,
And
before we end, I would like to give you one this thing, so that this is quite interesting. 108
Sure.
is the
oh yes,
you know about this, right?
I am aware of this number
Yeah,
from
so
couple
now-
of perspectives. एक तो माला करते हैं,
हाँ, right, yes.
जप करते हैं. The
Yes.
other thing is परिक्रमा का कुछ related. I don't know if that's
Okay, now I'll tell
related.
you what this 108. Let's end it on this thing, so
Sure.
that people will have something to
Think
connect
about.
it with science.
okay.
So basically the significance of the number 108 जो माला में है ना, that is the first time I came across this 108. मैं बोला why 108? Why not 100? 108 ही क्यों? तो 108 basically holds very deep spiritual, scientific and astronomical significance in the Indian numerology and astrology. It is considered a sacred and a cosmic number that connects the universe, the divine and the human existence. Now I will tell how. Okay, first before that, why 108 in everything? Where 108 is coming in all the scriptures. So there are 108 Upanishads. They wrote exactly 108 Upanishads. There are 108 beads in a chanting mala. Why there are 108? That also I will tell you. Then Vishnu and Shiva have 108 names. Both of them have 108 names. Then there are 108 energy channels in our body, which we call nadis, through which this prana flows. When I take this, now scientifically we are saying this is fucking oxygen, but it is not oxygen, because this air that is around me, I don't see it completely. So in Sanatan they are calling this prana. Prana, ayam. Prana is life of energy life, and ayam is control. You are controlling prana. We can go deep, but later on we'll do it some other day, because
Sure,
it will
we'll do
get
it
very
for sure.
heavy.
Yes.
Right.
Then there are 108 energy channels. Then there are 108 is also called as Harshad number. I don't know Harshad number. I think what Harshad number means in English. It is divisible by the sum of its digit. So 1 plus 0 plus 8 is equal to 9. And then you can divide it with 9. It is a very auspicious
Interesting.
number in numerology. Then in Ayurveda there are 108 marma points in the human body, energy points. You have seen Kung Fu Panda, right? Kung Fu Panda, where there is this one shot where he touches him, tung, 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 and then he blocks. So basically what he is trying is, he is touching his marma points in such a way that he is stopping the flow of the energy.
Whoa. Oh man, that's
Yeah. This is amazing, right? This is the knowledge that we have. Then there are 108 karanas, which means postures in Bharatnatyam. Then there is 108 pressure points in Kalari. Have you heard of this sport martial arts Kalari? It is still alive in Kerala. Kalari Pattu, it is called.
Oh yes. It's considered as the founding thing of martial arts.
It might be the founding thing of martial arts,
Might
but
be.
it is our Indian martial arts.
I've
So
heard
it-
someone from that principle. He went to China or somewhere and then introduced this technique, and they then adopted and they made their own stuff, introduced
Right.
their own stuff.
Right. So this is 108 pressure points in Kalari again. Then there are 108 steps in Jainism and Buddhism to enlightenment.
Oh wow.
If you want to get deeper into that. Okay. So the most interesting thing that I find in this whole thing is the sun, moon and the earth ratio. It has this is going
Now
to be
this is-
very
this is
interesting.
mind-blowing, yeah.
Now I'll show you, because it is वो समझने में ना, you need to understand the diagram, because otherwise then it is not possible. So can you see? Okay.
Yes.
So this is the sun, and this is the earth, and this is the moon. Okay. So the distance between the sun and the earth is 108 suns. So if you put 100 suns together, it will touch here. So this is the distance between the earth and the sun. यहाँ पे 108 सन बैठ जाएंगे. It is approximately. Okay. Then earth और moon में distance between earth and moon, you can fit 108 moons in this distance. Exactly.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. And सूरज का जो diameter है, diameter में 108 पृथ्वी बैठ जाएंगी.
Bro, this is crazy. This is
And this is totally crazy, and I am still not sure कि उनके पास कुछ टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं था. How the fuck they were able to find this thing कि ये distance और ये geometry. And this is the reason why you chant 108 times, because this completes the whole cosmic circle.
Wow.
This is the whole. When you chant a mantra for 108, you are completing the whole cosmic circle, thereby aligning your body, mind, and soul with the cosmic self.
Man, this is so awesome. I don't know how we can comprehend how they did it.
Yeah.
It's unimaginable, and
But
it's
I
so
truly believe that they are true. They are right. I have no doubt that this is something wrong, or they might have made a mistake. No, they have not made any mistake. They had all the answers, and I have blind trust in Sanatan because it is eternal, and this is the answer. There is no other answer to this. There is no other answer to this, and every Indian should know this. Ki we are sitting on this gold mine of knowledge from which everything has derived. जो भी बुक्स लिखे हैं, जो भी लिखा हुआ है ना, it has all come from this only. Nothing can supersede this. This is the ultimate knowledge. And as an Indian, as an intellectual Indian, we need to spread this.
yes.
और you see ना, this is this. अगर ये अमेरिकी के पास knowledge होता, they might have monetized this and they वो उसको but look at us. हम लोगों ने ये फ्री में दे दिया. It is meant to be spread. क्यों वो सब लोग नीचे आके why they were spreading this knowledge? Because when everybody in the world will have this knowledge, क्योंकि सनातन is not a dharma, it is not a religion. It is a dharma, it is not a religion.
Right.
When dharma is like the way of living, right? Way of living righteously in socially with social ethics and taking moral responsibilities. That is what dharma is. We have confused everything, and फिर वो एक नीचे ना वो गलत ही आया हुआ है.
No, I think it's great to have an understanding. अगर हर एक बंदे को पूरे वर्ल्ड में, इंडिया की बात करूंगा अभी, जिनकी एंसेस्ट्री है इससे कनेक्टेड, उनको बेसिक भी पता होगा ना, इससे ज़्यादा पूछने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि मोस्ट पीपल आर स्ट्रगलिंग, राइट? दे डोंट हैव, दे वर्किंग जस्ट टू हैव फूड ऑन द टेबल. सो उनको ज़्यादा जाना ही नहीं है. दे जस्ट नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड बेसिक स्टफ, एंड मेरे को लगता है उसके बाद अपने आप उनको, जैसे हमने बाई प्रोडक्ट की बात की ना, दे विल गेट व्हाट दे डिजर्व इन दिस लाइफ अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर कर्मा और व्हाटएवर.
Also, one more observation that I have, I'll
Sure.
tell you कि when आदमी कब ढूंढने लगता है ये मैं कौन हूँ और क्या हूँ, right? So if you and I are getting this question, it means we are way privileged. Because now you said, because people are struggling for the food, clothing and shelter. So this is, जब आदमी वो basic necessities complete कर लेता है, then only he goes on this stage to find who he is.
Right.
अगर उसके पास खाना पीना basic necessities नहीं है, तो
क्यों घुसेगा इसमें?
क्यों घुसेगा इसमें, right? और इसमें ये तो सिर्फ अभी जो हमने बात किया, this is just surface level.
Oh, right.
Right? So dharma, how do I dharma कैसे मैं करूँ? There are a lot of scriptures again. If you want to go deep into that, then there are these Upanishads you can read. Upanishads मतलब क्या? This is a Upanishad. I am giving you Upanishad. You need to stick to these 108 Upanishads. If you read that, then you will understand how to follow the dharma.
Oh.
So this is what it is. I think more people should
Man,
read
I
this.
appreciate you joined and shared all these things. उससे भी ज़्यादा ना इंस्पिरेशन ये है कि आपने नोट्स बनाए हैं. You really got into the thing. और उसके you had this thing कि मेरे को तो घुसना है इसमें. I have to go to the bottom of this and then find out. और लॉजिकली, ऐसा नहीं कि
Logical,
चलो
yeah,
ठीक है, क्योंकि मेरे को ना जैसे भक्ति मार्ग है उसमें आई सी पीपल, आई डोंट फाइंड अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स लॉजिकल सो टू से, बट आई सी देम, दे आर सो हैप्पी, उनके चेहरे पे चमक होती है, हम लाइक कुछ तो सही कर रहे हैं ये। चाहे फिर मेरे को ये लगता है, आई टेल पीपल कि एटलीस्ट दे हैव डिसिप्लिन इन देयर लाइफ, इवन इफ दे आर नॉट लॉजिकल, और यू नो दे कैन बी बट दे हैवंट chosen to. Look at them, they're so happy.
So that's the whole beauty of Sanatan, right? Ki you need not be intellectually, it is not dependent on intellectual. A highly intellectual admi won't attain moksha, but a simple woman like Mirabai attain moksha through this only, na? Bhakti marg.
Bhakti. Yeah.
So when you devote yourself to unconditional devotion, it automatically comes. The universe will accept you.
Awesome.
It's all
Amazing.
about Indian intention.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things I can discuss on. One more observation that I have, I'll leave it to you.
Sure.
Say all our ancestors were graphic designers. Okay. See, imagine. And they had to create different things, right? They created idols and everything for all the deities that they did. But when it came to Shiva, they created this icon called as the Shivling. Consider it as a logo which represents everything that they are trying to say. Because Shivling is the most common thing that was worshipped throughout. I have seen all these historical places in India, 7th century, 8th century, 12th century, 13th century, and before that also 500 BCE. They had this one thing common, Shivlinga.
Right.
Shivlinga is the logo. Linga means symbol. It does not mean penis or vagina. It means symbol as per Sanatan, as per Sanskrit. Linga is symbol. So Shivlinga, they tried to put all and everywhere you go you see Shivling. Everywhere you go you see Shivling. It is not a form, right? To denote Shiva, they did not put a human figure because they wanted to tell this specifically that it is not human.
Wow.
The pure consciousness. If you look at it at that way, and Shivling is the common theme throughout the temples, throughout. So they just want to give you one message at the core of this, which they have compressed in the Shivling. I have that also, but we need to understand pranayam and breathing to understand the design of the Shivling and how this works.
Oh wow.
So we'll keep it for some other day.
we have to do this, man.
Yeah.
Now
I
I'm
have
super
lot of
thrilled.
things. I am still also. We can do Shivling, breathing, and this Panchakoshas in the next whenever you have time.
Sure, man. This has been a privilege.
I also go deep on this. See, the reason I am doing this because the more I taught it to all my friends. Some of them understood, some of them did not. But the reason I am doing is more. The more I'll explain, the more I'll understand it myself.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So that's the whole point.
We have the same purpose here for this channel.
Yeah.
We are sharing our experience. The only sole purpose is to spread while learning through the process.
Exactly.
Right. So man, that's great, man. Awesome.
I hope it all made sense to you, right? From the
for sure.
We will do this also, the Shiv Shakti and the truth. So basically, before I'll give you one thing. Basically, Shiva is the consciousness. Shakti. What is Shakti? Shakti is energy. Energy that is on this. You need to see. ये जो शब्द है ना, because of British, we have fucked with this. अभी Shakti is like in Hindi it is Shakti, energy, right? But to make sense of it scientifically, because our brains are trained in such a way that we understand energy, then we can imagine what energy is, right?
Right.
So this is the whole thing. It is the consciousness, and then this is the Shakti. When they two come together, so this body requires Shakti. ये कार है, ये कार को चलने के लिए शक्ति लगता है. Shakti we get from this universe, and the consciousness is something with this together. When they come, then this whole universe is created. So basically that is the Shiv Shakti meaning. I am also still studying it, but maybe when we meet next time, I will study more on this and try to understand what he is trying to say. कि ऊपर से देखोगे भी तो वही होगा, नीचे से देखोगे तो वही. I have still not figured it out what he is trying to say, but maybe next time I will try and see what that happens.
Awesome.
But basically Shiv represents consciousness is nothing else, and Shakti represents this energy that we are interacting with on the world. So that's the two things. E equals MC square. This E is equal. E is Shakti, and consciousness, which we cannot, which is the fourth Turiya.
Right.
That
Gotcha.
means they don't have even a word. They said it is the fourth one, which means the Turiya. Means
I
it
think
is nothing.
they were aware ki if they try to explain it, they will
Yes.
bring it down
Yes.
on the same level.
Yes.
Wow, man, I'm super excited for our next session. This has been quite an episode because it has triggered those neurons, so to
Exactly.
say. Yeah, I'm sure viewers भी जो देख रहे हैं उनको भी लगा होगा कि भाई क्या ही है. कुछ लोगों को already पता होगा ये, but I'm sure you guys are also inspired and motivated by what Supreet has been doing, his research and notes. So I thank you again, Supreet, for joining,
Thank you.
and it has
Also,
been great.
I wanted to say
yeah.
one more thing. I might
Sure.
be wrong in some of these things. I'm not like मैंने कुछ पूरे वो Ved and everything I have not read it because my whole motivation was not to look what they are saying. My whole thing was कि why they are saying this and to then make sense
Right.
of it, because unless and until we know why we are doing it, we won't do it. Because
True.
when I say कि this is science and this is also science, this is what
Right.
Abhay Singh was saying. I just got it from what he was saying, and then I went deep into this. And when I went deep into this, I understood that this is not rocket science. If you start reading, you will also understand, because they have so simplified it down कि
Right.
anybody can get this. So I think we all need to put that effort to pick something up and try and really understand what they're trying to say.
Wow.
So
Yeah. No, it's awesome, man. The one thing that we appreciate, हमारे culture में या जो भी जैसे आप आए यहाँ पे, तो one thing that is common between our community, in our community, is the quest of knowing more, quest to understand more and figure out things.
Right.
And I get to the bottom of this. You already, understood a lot of things and made notes of it. So that is really commendable. It's inspiring to all of us. I'm sure viewers who are watching, they will also get motivation and maybe start doing something else.
Yes.
मैं हमेशा ये कहता हूँ कि कुछ चीज़ें होती हैं हमारे पॉडकास्ट में या किसी कोई भी हम चीज़ देखते हैं ऑनलाइन, दैट ट्रिगर्स समथिंग विद इन अस, और उससे हमें एक वो चार्ज मिलता है कि एक ना पर्पस मिलता है वो कि आई नीड टू डू दिस. आपको भी कहीं से मिला होगा, मेरे को भी कहीं से मिला था, आलोक को कहीं से मिला था. सो दिस इज अ पर्पस. इस चैनल का मेरे को ये लगता है कि दिस इज हाउ वी विल बी एबल टू फाइंड मोर थिंग्स एंड मे बी फिगर आउट व्हाट वी आर हियर फॉर.
Right.
So I think this was amazing. आपको अगर किसी को reach out करना हो, do you have your own channel on YouTube or something where you
I
are?
don't. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I put on sometimes.
Yeah.
I put on Instagram, but maybe I should.
Okay.
Now that I have this knowledge, now I am maybe planning. Because I did not know what I wanted to do. What type of content do I wanted to post? Because T-shirt printing तो सब लोग डाल रहे हैं. I did not have that channel, but like how do I channel my knowledge into this?
Right.
But now maybe I might start something related to this. I think you should tell me ki if is this worth, is this knowledge something that
Yeah, maybe, yeah, why not? That's the thing, right? If you would like to share your let's say Insta, so maybe people can connect
So,
with you, maybe invite you in their podcast.
my Instagram is I_am_superhit.
Okay.
nice.
So all the links will be down there. We will also I want to promote your business as well, because I also do similar stuff on the side,
Okay.
print on demand, and so I don't have a brand,
Okay.
but I use Etsy here to sell in the US.
Got it. No, my this thing is my company's name is Print Mighty. So basically, we have created a DIY tool so that you can
Okay.
customize your T-shirts for a team business or events. So we have a website. You
Okay.
can directly customize your products. You can upload your designs. We also provide you with this.
I was just thinking, I probably have used your website before when I was in college, maybe in 2015, because I'm a
You
metalhead,
might have.
right? I listen to metal music, so there were some T-shirts that I wanted to have, and they were not available in India. So I used some pictures and I used some website. I think it might be yours because it was
might have.
straightforward name, Print Mighty or something like that. And I was satisfied with the
Yeah. Thank you.
with
Thank you.
that. So yeah.
That's the website printmighty.in. That's what I
Okay.
do basically. That's the arc that I have given to my life.
That's awesome.
And
And I'm sure you feel good when you see reviews from people, and
Yeah, yeah,
when they
yeah.
when you see
I
that
feel- I
they're
feel
happy and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome, man.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. So we'll
Yes.
wind up here, guys. If you are watching till here, we appreciate you. We appreciate your support. If you are also interested to join us, please fill out the form. There's a form in the description. You can book your time, and we'll be happy to have you. And yeah, that's it for now. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Bye bye.